I have a real estate rental business that generates over $21,000 per month. But there's one thing that I never did, and that was renting on Airbnb. 6 years ago, I bought my first property. Fast forward to today, I have a portfolio that's worth over $7 million. I was featured on CNBC Money Make It if you want to learn more about my story there. But no matter what I did, I chose not to rent on Airbnb. I chose something that was much more predictable, safer, and profitable. And I'll talk about that rental strategy later on in this video. The first problem with Airbnb is the variability in income. My strategy has always been to work on businesses that provide a safe and steady and predictable cash flow. This was critical to my success. If I could not predict how much income I was going to make in any given year, there's no way I would have been able to make the decisions I needed to make to build a $7 million portfolio in 6 years. Predictability was key. With Airbnb, there's many factors that cause this variability in income, from seasonality to demand in travel to physically where you're investing. All of these factors are tied to how much money you can make. And navigating all these challenges requires serious planning and an ability to adapt. There was a recent study done that shows the average Airbnb owner making $924 per month. And the middle of that is $440 per month. And look, on paper, that's a fantastic profit. But let's talk about how much time and effort is needed to make that profit. My strategy has always been to find businesses that require the least amount of time and effort, but the maximum earning potential. That makes the investment as passive as can be, and I can use my time on other and bigger things. As an Airbnb user myself, I know how much it takes the landlord from the beginning to the middle to the end, how much time and effort is required to generate that profit. In addition to time and effort, there's also a lot of upfront costs that you need to invest in to make sure your Airbnb is rentable. But now let's say you're ready for all that. You're willing to put the time, you're willing to put the effort, and you're gonna make that profit. Well, how long will that profit last? Well, it's clear that Airbnb is under attack. Every single day, new cities are coming out with new rules and regulations that are making it harder to rent on Airbnb. Also, the bookings have substantially dropped, and that's because of the environment that we're in, and the consumer spending has tightened. So what's my take on all this? Well, based on all these factors, I would think long and hard if I was buying a property to rent it on Airbnb. There's just too much going on, too much risk, and right now that just doesn't seem worth it to me. Look, Airbnb as a concept is absolutely genius. The short-term rental market is there, and there's a lot of money to be made. And the one that checks it off for me is student rentals. That's a perfect short-term and long-term rental strategy that checks off all the boxes. With student rentals, you're able to maximize your profits because you're renting by the number of rooms. You're also able to choose houses that are near a university and college, making it very easy to get steady demand. Also, with student rentals, you still apply the short-term rental concept. Leases are pretty short, 1 or 2 years, and every time a lease runs up, you have the ability to adjust the rent to the current market levels. And this is a fantastic way to accelerate your profits. If you want to get deeper into student rentals, click this video here.